Okay, let's go. Good afternoon, everyone. This is Valerie Lamp, Voters for Voiceless. We are a political action committee registered with the New York State Board of Elections. Our technical title is we are a multi-candidate committee. So what are we about? Well, the voiceless are the innocent animals, and we fight for them. We fight for better legislation. We fight for better conditions at municipal shelters. And we will continue to fight because Lord knows there is a lot to fight for. So if you are part of our Facebook group, thank you. And please invite others. If you're not, please join us. We're also on Instagram. And as of today, we are on Twitter, although there's nothing there yet. Okay, so one of the things that is really important, whether you're advocating for animals or any other issue, is that you've got to really understand the tools and the weapons that are at your disposal in this world of advocacy. One of the most important tools is F.O.I.L. So let's start with the basics. What is F.O.I.L? Found this wonderful PDF actually from Reclaim New York. I'm gonna attach the link in the comments section over here. What is F.O.I.L? It's an acronym which stands for the Freedom of Information Law. It's a law that can be used by New Yorkers to request and get access to public documents. It actually can be used by anyone. You don't have to reside in New York. So by sending a F.O.I.L request, you are taking the first step towards a more transparent government. New York's Freedom of Information Law simply states that you have the right to inspect the files of any New York agency. This means inspection of any public record at all levels of government. Now, they talk about here a little bit about what you can request, excuse me, but I want to just emphasize that you can request pretty much anything you want, and it's up to the F.O.I.L department to ascertain whether or not you're entitled to those records. But here they mention how you can F.O.I.L public records, including budgets, requests for proposals, contracts, and checkbooks. I want to emphasize that you can F.O.I.L much, much more. I have F.O.I.L'd specifically cases, animals from the animal shelters. They all get attached to a case number. So we have F.O.I.L'd information on that. You can F.O.I.L salary information. You can F.O.I.L timesheets of employees, government employees. You can F.O.I.L, obviously contracts. I F.O.I.L'd the records of a Tales of Hope fund, which the Town of Hempstead in New York was supposed to designate as a 501c3, and they have not. I also F.O.I.L'd mileage on a mobile TNR unit, which showed basically this thing has not been used. It's been sitting in a back parking lot collecting dust. That said, F.O.I.L away, and I'm going to show you how to do it. Let's start with America's largest township. This is the Town of Hempstead website. It's important to know that the F.O.I.L department is run through the clerk's office. So we're going to go to the site map, top left. Then you're going to drop down to Town Clerk, which leads you to another menu. F.O.I.L request is the third one down. Click on that. It brings you here. Click on this hyperlink, and it'll bring up this very user-friendly form. Now, I want to actually take a minute to acknowledge and give credit to the prior Town of Hempstead clerk, Sylvia Cabana. She was the one who brought this F.O.I.L request process into the 21st century. And now, instead of having to show up at town hall and fill out a piece of paper and then go back to pick up your F.O.I.Ls when they return to you, you can now just jump on your cell phone and easily F.O.I.L away. So thank you, Sylvia Cabana. All right, so here we go. It's gonna pre-populate because I FOIL all the time. So the basics are there though. Name, email, phone number, address. You can in fact use a PO box if you prefer. And then you just simply provide a description of what it is that you're looking to FOIL. So let's see. What have I been meaning to FOIL? Oh, by the way, I always start with the word please. Please provide a list of, let's see, hold on. Total number of dogs euthanized in 2020 thus far. Okay, now you have to realize this Town of Hempstead animal shelter has a $5.5 million budget, and there's hardly any animals inside anymore because they haven't been accepting them. Anyway, so that's my FOIL. Here's our FOIL request number. I love how it instantly generates a receipt number for you. Now, here's a brief description of what you can expect. They have 20 days to actually provide the information to you. That's business days, so it's roughly a month. Exclude, weekends and holidays. If they cannot fulfill that request in 20 business days, then they have to contact you in writing for the reason of the delay and also give you a new deadline so that you can have an understanding of when you're going to get your information. Now, what's going to happen immediately, by the way, this is an acknowledgement. So your FOIL request has been acknowledged, okay? You're going to get an email, and here it is. I love it. It's very instant. Here's your FOIL request number again, and here's the actual verbiage of what you requested. Now, personal recommendation, I have down here a TOH folder, because yeah, I do FOIL quite a bit. So my suggestion is to do that if you plan on foiling. And here are some responses. Obviously, I haven't read them all yet, but these are all documents which I have requested, and in fact, we'll go through and I will match them up with the prior request numbers. So my suggestion again is try it, fill out what you're curious about. Don't worry about being perfect. You just have to be able to communicate what you're interested in learning. And then oftentimes when you get back your FOIL, you will probably have to FOIL more. That seems to be what happens. One thing leads to another. Okay, now let's switch off to the county. Here is the Nassau County website, homepage. Now again, the clerks are the ones who are in charge of the FOIL departments. So up top, we're going to go to departments, and you're going to find on the left, county clerk. I'm over here. Click on county clerk. It tells you who it is, Maureen O'Connell. And then what you want to do is go back to the left. You have a new menu. Scroll down, scroll down. There it is. Woo, come back. Come back. Here we go. FOIL request. This is another user-friendly site. I like this feature right here. It actually helps you select a department. Look how many departments are in local government. Wow, it's really a lot. So let's say you had a question for county legislature. Again, describe what it is that you're looking to find out. Provide your name, address, email address, and phone number. And then over here, top right, submit your FOIL request. They will also generate instantly a receipt number for you. And I have no current questions right now for the Nassau County, sorry. But you'll get the receipt number emailed to you. And again, mark your calendar and make sure that you follow up so that you're getting the information you requested. Next up, okay, Town of Oyster Bay. Gotta be honest, Town of Oyster Bay, one of the wealthiest communities in the country. Look how beautiful that is. That screenshot is gorgeous, right? Literally, there's mansions on the North Shore that are just incredible, but their website, not so impressive. So my suggestion would be to invest a little money and time and update this, because this is definitely antiquated. So we're going to click on Town Clerk and look at the difference. This website actually goes into F.O.I.L and says that requests for F.O.I.L are accepted by mail, snail mail that is, in person, which is not even happening anymore because of COVID, or fax. And by the way, I know there's a lot of you who are probably thinking, what is a fax? Like I said, this is pretty antiquated. What they actually also provide here is the ability to email a F.O.I.L request. And unfortunately, they have not provided that information on their website. But I did call this number down here. This is the town clerk's office. And they gave me 2 email addresses. So I'll post that in the comments as well. And again, I want to emphasize this. You don't have to be a resident of the town of Oyster Bay to F.O.I.L information about the town of Oyster Bay. You don't have to be a resident of Nassau County to F.O.I.L Nassau County info. You can F.O.I.L information if you live in New York. You can F.O.I.L information about San Francisco, California. It doesn't matter, as long as you do it correctly, because you got to realize, think about it, all of these municipalities, especially now with COVID, they're taking and accepting federal funds. Okay, the town of Hempstead received and accepted $133 million of federal funds. So I don't care if you live in Louisiana, Alaska, Hawaii, Jersey, whatever, you absolutely have the right to F.O.I.L and request whatever information that you want. Okay, so that's basically the F.O.I.L tutorial 101. Again, if you have any questions, you can PM me through Voters for Voiceless on Facebook, or you can email us at votersforvoiceless@gmail.com. And by all means, I know you guys have a lot of questions all the time, and I want you to get in the habit of not only doing this yourself so that you're empowered and you don't have to rely on other people to help you find information that you are seeking, but then take it one step further and empower someone else that you know. Share this information with your friends, with your family, encourage people to get involved. The government, the local government people, clearly, by their own behavior, they don't want to answer your questions. We've been ignored, as thousands of other people have been ignored by the same people who wake up before the sun rises during campaign season and just to meet you for 15 seconds at a train station and ask for your vote. These people are the same people who have blatantly ignored our emails, our phone calls, our concerns. And, it's ridiculous. It's completely ridiculous. So I believe that the solution is to get more people involved who care, to get more people up to speed on what's going on within their local government, and to get them to take action. So we're starting with F.O.I.L. Please F.O.I.L away. Invite people to join this group on Facebook, Voters for Voiceless. You can also, if you want to support us, we're on a mission to get a website, and we have to raise some funds to do that. You can send us $19 to Voters for Voiceless at PayPal. Or you can send whatever denomination you can. It could be $1, $10, $100, whatever. We are looking to take this to the next level. And most importantly, please make sure you're registered to vote and spread the word. We need more people to pay attention to their local politicians and government and vote in and or out accordingly based on whether or not you think they're doing a good job. Right now, I don't think most of them are doing a good job. That is my opinion. Okay. What else? Oh, next up, just want to let you know the next tutorial, very exciting. We're going to be showing you guys how to research contributions on the New York State Board of Elections site. So every politician, every candidate has to report who's giving them money. And you hear a lot of this about how people are being, you know, it's paid to play and there's favored contracts and there's conflicts of interest. So if you've ever had an interest in terms of understanding, sorry, that's my dog scratching the carpet in the background. If you've ever had an interest in learning how to do that, we're going to show it to you. And that's it for now. That's it for now. Everyone have a great day. Do one good thing for the animals today. I don't know how to end the meeting. Okay, here we go.